We're gonna make it! We're gonna make it! Woo! Man, that was a sketchy ride. Oh man, this is a new toy I picked up from one of our friends. It is I don't even know what it is. It's like a little Vespa scooter. It's got a little Honda motor on it. It doesn't have much power, and I'm also too fat for it. Let's be real. But yeah, we live on a hill, and it does not want to go up the hill, and so I have to pedal with my feet. But it's still fun to get around on, and I cruise around and do. I have like a little like course set up that I usually test the car on, and yeah, it's pretty fun. I just scoot around on it, scoot. But welcome to episode 5, day 5 of working on this thing. That's right, I'm super pumped. Today is the day that I've been waiting for. Got this package here. From Rivershore Motorsports, which is if you're not familiar with Braden Baker, he's a racer and he builds his own chassis and stuff. And after talking with him a little bit, he was like, "Hey, I was telling him my concerns about this whole area right here, and I want to get rid of it." And he's like, "Dude, just ditch it. I have a fix for you, something that I use on my race cars, and let's go that route because it'll look so much cleaner." So he sent me some goodies. We're going to dive on into it, and I've been waiting to finish the whole rest of this stuff. I'm waiting for that part right there. So let's dive on into what's inside that box, and what are we going to do today? See what's inside this box here. Didn't get a good cut on it, so let's see what he sent me. He kind of told me what he was going to send me, but didn't know exactly what it is. All the parts. Sweet. Essentially, it's going to be a bunch of little fabrication parts. So let's see. Let's put that on the side there. I'm really hoping he sent me some tubes to sleeve, because I don't think I have something that will sleeve over that tube. But looks like it's a bunch of parts. Hopefully figure out how to do it. It's not something that comes in like a kit or anything like that. You can't really purchase this stuff. He kind of just did it for me only. I'm sure maybe if it's something that you want to do, he might do something. But this is all made out of chromoly. So I think it's 4130 chromoly, the good stuff. But let's see. Ooh, Jesus. So, essentially, this is a big plate that will go. Hang on, sorry. Basically, right there. I think this might be the back one because it doesn't fit. But I'm replacing the whole front end of the car with that right there. It's crazy. But So, yeah, there's the other plates right here. So, cool. I am excited about that. So, what exactly he's doing, or what we're doing with this kit, like I said, it's not something I don't think you could purchase. It's something he just made for me personally. What it's going to do is eliminate all of this. So it's going to eliminate this. It's going to eliminate these tubes, this here. Everything here is getting completely cut off. And then we're just going to make a straight bulkhead. And that's what we're going to do today. So we're cutting everything off. And then tying in these bulkhead pieces. I'm going to kind of piece things together today, right now. Maybe even tack them in place. All that good stuff. So stay tuned for the rest of this video. We're going to be working on the main part of the whole chassis. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get started on this. So we'll be right back in just a minute. I'm going to play around with this. See how it all goes. I'll be right back. All right, so I was just playing around with some stuff, and I took a phone call. Today is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. I was on the phone with my dad for a little bit and just telling him, asking me questions about the car, all that stuff, and yeah, so let's get back to it. It's hard sometimes when you take a break or you steer away from what you were doing, and then you kind of lose your concentration. At least that's just happens for me. But so this is kind of where we're at right now. You see the front piece and the back piece. Obviously, they're not set up to where they need to be. But I wanted to see all the stuff I need to cut out, and so essentially what I'm cutting out is the whole front sway bar mount. This guy right down there, so just zapping all through that right there, and then basically using this jig that I made and putting it back on there. These plates will land on this tube if all goes well. I am a bit concerned because what he told me, what he was going to send me, is something different than what was actually sent. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, like I didn't plan on cutting off the front sway bar mounts or anything like that. The original kit that he sent me basically was this plate like this, but it basically it was from here up, and just like a smaller square like this. And this one's obviously a lot different. So now after this, I'm going to have to figure out a front sway bar mount situation, but it's not really that big of a deal, to be honest, but it's just an extra step now that I have to do. So I got to figure out how that's going to come across and how I'm going to do that, which, like I said, shouldn't be a big deal, but it's just an added step. But so I think I'm going to have to make a jig, unfortunately, similar to this guy here, and make a jig for the sway bar mounts, which is not something I was planning on doing today. I got to cut out some metal, make a plate right here, and then make a plate down here, add some square stock that I have, and kind of just make a mount just for future. So when I go to actually like install a sway bar mount, I can basically put it back where it was stock. That's the whole reason for a jig. And the whole reason why I put this guy in place is to basically mark where the shock mounts are, so I'm not changing any of the stock pivot points or anything like that. It's all going back to where it should be, where it is from the factory. It's just basically making it stronger. So that's why I built these jigs, so that way when I cut everything off, this whole piece will go away, and I can just put this back where it needs to go, and it'll mount, essentially, see, right there and right there. And then this piece will obviously slide back and mount up. So jigs are important. I don't think you guys really care about seeing me make a jig. I'm going to go ahead and start making that, get that taken care of, so that's out of the way. And I'll bring you guys back for the important part, me hacking everything, cutting everything off. And then you'll see just what's left of the car. Essentially what's going to be left is from here down. Everything else right there will be cut off. So I'm cutting off this tube here, this tube here. I have to leave, actually I do have to leave this bottom tube right there, and the steering and the gas pedal is all going to stay. But everything else is gone. Well, the jig is done now. You see, so now it has this guy here mounting up to right there. There's a plate, bolts through it. So that way when I cut all these tubes off, I know exactly where the sway bar mounts will be. I know exactly where the shock tower or shock bolts will be. Everything's in there. It definitely helps to make a jig like that, so that way you know everything's perfectly straight, everything's flat, level, the angle it needs to be at, the whole nine. So once I remove these bolts, I can cut all this off, and everything will just basically come out. Not exactly what I was wanting to do today. It's kind of it's kind of like a added step and a lot more fabrication than I was planning on doing today. But it allows me now to play around with maybe picking up an aftermarket sway bar and not have to run the stock stuff. I've had a buddy that told me that he snapped his stock front sway bar. I've had problems with the stock stuff in the old car. As you can see, let's see, like those down there, they snapped off, and I would break the mounts almost every race. I don't know if it's just coming to the corners too hot or just put a lot of pressure or what it is, but I'd break a mount. I broke a mount the last two races. So this one's a torsion style sway bar, so it's the torsion bar that goes across versus your standard like torsion, looks like a U shape, similar to what's on the rear of the car. So it's supposed to be stronger. My buddy snapped it, so maybe if I can get an aftermarket, maybe like a Summers Brothers front sway bar or something like that. There's a few, Double E Racing I think makes some. So hopefully I can upgrade that, but it gives me a base I'm ready to do. So now comes the hard part. Oh, and by the way, look at this. I cut my damn finger. Sadly, it wasn't even like with metal or anything like that. I cut it with a knife. I was doing something in the garden, and I totally just like sliced my finger. And I was like, really? But nothing, some electrical tape and some super glue. Back to good. It's good. Don't worry about it. I super glued it up so it stays shut, and then wrapped it up in a towel and taped it. Good to go. But anyways, sorry, get sidetracked. Anyways, so now I'm gonna get the Sawzall out and just basically start chopping tubes. So I gotta cut this junction right here. So this will come off, that'll come off. I have to cut this weld right here, and everything should just come up. All right, well, that's all cut up. Now it's time to unbolt some stuff. It all comes off. All right, are you guys ready for this? In hopes, should just pop straight up, not a problem. Bam! Well, that was pretty cool. That's all that's left. So this whole piece right here came out. I know, I went back and forth on trying to decide on if I wanted to keep this section or not. And I'm glad I decided not to. So let's see, where did that piece go? So this is the piece that came in. Obviously we have to clean up all my stuff, but this will essentially go right down in there. And looks similar to that right there. Obviously it's going to look a lot better and cleaner once it's all cleaned up. I'll have the tubes there, but that's where it's going to be. Pumped. All right, now I'm going to clean up all these tubes, and then hopefully see if I can get a better fitment on it. All this is all cleaned up now, grinded off, and now here's a moment of truth to see if the parts I cut off actually fit. I haven't tried it yet. We're trying it together. Sweet. Almost perfect. Just a hair more that way. Obviously probably needs some finagling. Ah, looks pretty damn good. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, so essentially that's what it would be looking like, and that's why we put these jigs there, so that way we know exactly where to go. Everything is sitting perfect. Look at that. Perfect there, perfect there. It's good to go. And now we can start playing with oh, this guy fell down. So this one, we'll box it in just like that. If I can get it to go. Anyway, so yeah, that won't be, right there, perfect. Boxed in right there, and I have all the other pieces that will be boxed in all throughout here and on the sides as well. Man, that's pretty rad though. Thing is going to be so beefy when it's all done. Probably have to weld this to there, right there. I don't know, let's see how it goes. Once everything's up there. Pretty excited. We keep plugging away at this thing. So this is the plate. Everything we got in there, I got everything just tack welded in there in place. But that's what it's going to look like. Definitely a lot beefier than that right there. So it'll have obviously welding here. Everything's going to be welded up here. What I'm going to do is when I have the tubes, I'm going to have tubes coming off here and then going out towards the dash. But man, that looks pretty damn good. I got to take this thing off right now, unbolt it, take it to the fab table, and weld everything up. Well, that was a ton of work. Excuse me. I got this thing all burned in, looking pretty good. It is hotter than hell, but let's take this over here. Ah, burned me. Get this thing set back up right there. Woo! She looks damn good. I was really... Oh, there we go. Get that guy back in there. Looks damn good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Although, I'm really mad at myself because I didn't want to weld this top piece right here, because I wanted to put a tube across it, and I'm kind of upset about that. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I might have to cut it out, unfortunately. I'm not happy about it because I'm happy with the way everything looks, but my plan, let's see, I don't have any tube that's short. Not the right tube, this is scrap. But I wanted to basically have a tube right there. And I welded all this in, and I'm not happy about it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I got ahead of myself. Well, apparently, what I thought was going on time-lapse, battery decided to just die. So, I apologize for that, but we got this all in there. And by we, I mean me. You and I. We did this. Good job. Yeah. But, got it in there. Like I was saying, I really wanted it to go on this top piece here, so I had to cut off all that right there, inset that tube, and we are dead nuts, folks. 0-0. Woo! It's exactly what we want right there. So, yeah. What I'm going to do now is start making tubes that are going to go this way, out to the side, rail here and there, and connect them to here, and make a tube that goes. There's just so much to do, But you're going to have to wait until next episode to see what I do, because there's still so much to do. I appreciate you guys tuning in to this episode. I know it was kind of, I guess, lackluster, but at least we figured out this. I know I told you guys I wasn't going to cut it out and I was going to leave it and all this stuff, but doesn't this look so much better than all that crap? I do. We still have, so we have to do some gussets to this, go into the dash bar here. There's just so much to do, so you guys are gonna have to wait. I appreciate you tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. Videos are coming out on Thursday and Sunday. So Thursdays and Sundays, all these videos, new episodes are coming out. I have episode 4 coming out on this Thursday. Then, and then it's just plan every Thursday and Sunday. Subscribe, hit that bell. You're going to be notified. This thing is going to come a long way. You're going to be like, holy hell, this thing is looking pretty cool. It's almost going to look as cool as that. And hopefully everything will be gone out of here by next episode. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to me. Like me on Facebook. Subscribe to that. Follow me on Instagram, Stoked to Shred. I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you later.